by the show, I have like a blogger press pass type thing, and I'm bringing my mom. Figured it would be fun to just do a get ready with me. I have to get ready to be presentable for the event anyway, and I want to get pictures beforehand. I have to Instagram story the event, that kind of thing. Going to be testing out some new products that I picked up this week, some things from NYX, some things from Sephora. So if you guys want to just hang out and get ready with me, then keep on watching. Okay, so I have zoomed you guys in a little bit so that you can see everything on my face, and we are just going to get right into it. I have some new stuff to play my hair today. I swear, I've been trying to wear my hair curly lately because it's more natural, requires less heat. I did curl an extra few pieces today, but most of what you're seeing is natural. I just have been using so much heat on my hair, so I'm trying to stop. So if you see my hair doing crazy things, that's why. So new things that I have to play with. I have this Park Avenue Princess palette from Tarte. Look at that packaging. The inside is equally as beautiful. I haven't really used this. I just picked it up, so it is so insanely pretty. So we're going to be playing around with that today. I have this new Rimmel Magnifies Crimson Edition eyeshadow palette to play around with. A lot of fun pink colors, so I figured that would be fun to play with. I have this NYX Away We Glow strobing cream, which I thought would be a good dupe for the MAC strobe cream, so we have that to try out. And then I also have this NYX Gotcha Covered Waterproof Concealer that I picked up, and this NYX Prismatic Eyeshadow in Girl Talk, which Nikki Tutorials used to rave about back in the day, and it's just a really pretty duochrome pink shift. So I figured we would play with that, and then everything else is pretty much old stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start by prepping my face with the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. I've been really into this. I normally am in the winter months. I've also been really liking this Petro What Coconut Milk flavored lip balm by, I believe it's by Deciem. I got it at their store, but it doesn't have the Ordinary brand on it, so I'm not 100% really been liking the feeling of it on my lips. I'm gonna just go ahead and speed up this of me applying moisturizer because that's just not that interesting, and I should have done it beforehand, but I didn't, so. Okay, now that my face is nice and red, we're going to go in with this Away We Glow Strobing Effect cream. This is in the shade Bright Star, and it has a nice pump on it, which I really like. Just makes it a little more high-end bougie. I think I'm gonna apply a good amount of this. We'll see. So that is what it looks like with half of my face applied with that primer and half of it not. So it does add a really nice intense glow to the skin, much like the strobe cream. Okay, strobe cream is applied. My face is very glowy and dewy. So now we're going to go ahead and go in with this Dior Backstage Foundation. I've been really liking this, and I just want to really play around with it more to get a definite opinion on it. I'm going to apply it with this Morphe M439 just to get it on my face, and then I'm going to bounce it out with this Morphe Beauty Sponge. I don't know how well you can tell, but that is clinging to some areas of my face a little strangely. I think part of it might be the primer, and then part of it is the fact that I really don't like this Morphe sponge. Everyone says that the sculpting one is a lot better, the one with a flat edge, but I just think it's too dense. It doesn't really buff out product well at all, in my opinion. So I'm really not a fan of this, so I think it might be partially that, and then could also partially be the primer. I'll play around with that more, but we're going to apply concealer on top and hope that that blends out a little better. I'm going to go in with this Gotcha Covered Concealer on all of my spots, and then for under my eyes, I'm going to go in with this multi-use sculpting concealer from Born This Way from Too Faced. This has been my favorite lately. It saves any makeup look that kind of looks a little shitty. It goes on top and just blends beautifully and makes everything look so much better. I actually hate this Morphe sponge. It's making my makeup look disgusting. I don't know how well. You can tell on camera it looks pretty healthy and dewy and glowy and pretty, but in person it's patching a little weirdly. So I'm going to go over all those weird areas with this, which normally is all it takes to fix it. And we're gonna hope for the best. Don't want to look like shit today. Now, because I don't really feel like I need any more coverage, I'm just going to go ahead and set my face with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm using this Sephora Pro Airbrush 55. This is my shit lately. This brush is incredible. So I'm going to set that and then get into this fun contour, highlight, sculpting situation to make my face look good, make it look better. Now that my face is set, it is ready to go in with powder. So I'm going to start off with, I think, this shade, which is called Princess Cut. It's more of a cooler toned, and I think I'll start with that and then mix it in with some of these warmer shades. And I'm just going in with my same powder brush to give it a really soft, diffused look. So I'm going to go in with Princess Cut, that contour shade, on a fluffier brush and just put that into my crease to get a look going, get some color on there. Wow, there must have been another color on there because that is dark. Definitely like a purple color on there, but that's fine. I don't honestly have a look in mind for today at all. Just going to put whatever's on there in the crease to get things started. I want to take some of this shade here, this third one in. It's kind of like a muted pink kind of tone. And I'm just going to put that on top to maybe lighten that up a little bit. Make it a little more pink, a little less purple brown. Okay, so I just went off camera, well, not off camera, but I wasn't talking while I did my brows. I did them a little heavier and bold today because my shadow's a little bold and my hair's very bold, so I just kind of felt like going a little more ham. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this NYX Girl Talk shadow all over my lid. Just a super easy eye look, but pretty kind of soft glam. I think it's really pretty. And I also picked up this NYX 36 brush. It's like a silicone flat top pressed shadow brush. So I'm going to go in with this smaller side of it and just pack it all over my lid to get a really nice sheen on top. So hopefully this packer brush works. Okay. Ooh. I feel like this is kind of the same effect that you would get using your finger. This packed shadow silicone brush. I think it's such a smart idea just because my finger doesn't always work and it's not as precise. So this is such a good idea to really pack on any shimmer shade. None of my flat top brushes would do this good of a job. So I would definitely recommend this type of brush to those of you who have trouble packing on shimmer shades and don't necessarily want to use your finger. Wow. I bet this would be good for loose glitter as well. And then I'm just going to go back in with that shade that I used to get the crease shade and just kind of diffuse that all together a little bit. Okay, so the internal temperature of my camera was too high and it shut down. So I went ahead and put on my lashes. Couldn't tell you what ones, not gonna lie, they were just sitting on my desk, not in a package, and I put them on. So they're really fluffy and pretty, so those are on. Now I have not very much time to get ready. I have to go to the train station soon. So to add a little bit of warmth to the skin, because right now my bronze is pretty cool, I'm going to go in with my Dior bronzer. This is my absolute favorite to add a warmer tone to the skin. It has some pinks in it. It's just really pretty. So I'm just going to add that to my face. And I'm just going to put a little powder under my eye here because my eyes were watering a bit when I put on my falsies, which pretty much always happens to me. I have the most watery eyes in the world. For highlight, we're going to go in with my Morphe R36 and this MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. Super pretty, very light gold shade. So it works for my skin. This is one of the only golden highlights that I have that works for me, and I'm going to highlight my face. Okay, now for blush, I'm going to go in with one of my favorites. This is the Rimmel Kate Moss Blush Palette, and I'm going to take these top two, the deeper shade and then the lighter coral shade, and I'm going to mix them together. So for lip color, I'm just going to go in with liners. I'm using MAC Soar and Rimmel in East End Snob. These are two of my favorite liners. So I'm taking the MAC one on the outer portion of my lips and the Rimmel one on the inner portion. Here is the finished makeup look. I am running super late as per usual for myself. Yeah, I think this look turned out really beautifully. I love the lip color. The lashes are super pretty. I just like the way that the look came together and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please do